Our house been having a real bad smell lately.
You're looking for my daughter. She was last with you.
There's a tarp at the end of the stairs, and it looks like some blood leaking.
I can see some skin there.
It's not Ashley. It can't be Ashley.
We don't have a head, we don't have hands, and we don't have feet.
Did he say what he did with the parts of the body?
It sounded like he distributed them all over.
He discarded some items into a trash bin.
There was a video of those two together. They were just having a good time.
You wouldn't think that anything horrible was about to happen.
Police on the search warrant!
Technology upgrade.
To record what they do.
Anyone inside the big door?
These videos are a crucial piece of the puzzle.
Turn around. Hey.
You're on the camera. We know the answer.
That video is the best evidence.
I've never, messaged somebody I don't know. I don't know, I just don't trust people easily. My mom, she's like, Ashley, don't even do online banking, because she's so worried about strangers on the internet. I feel like our friendship is special and I feel like we're really getting to know each other. I just feel super comfortable with you. We have to meet up, we just have to.
Ashley loved her friends. She loved her family. She was going to college and meeting new people.
I really am gonna go get ready for class now, and sorry for talking a lot, but that's just me.
It was a good time for her, very good time. We were gonna go look at this apartment, and Ashley wasn't responding to anything. None of my calls, none of my texts. It was not like her at all.
Christine Young is the perfect example of mother's intuition. It's very real. She knew right away something is not right.
She had gone out with a friend on Wednesday night.
You have an adult who hasn't called mom back. Well, that's not a crime, and it's not a missing person. That's just a daughter who hasn't returned mom's calls.
It took some talking with friends. I said there was that one guy that broke into Ashley's apartment years ago and stole the computer, the money, her Adderall, and a friend was like, Jared? I had no clue she was with him. When I found out, I was livid.
Jared had some limited criminal background. Clearly, local law enforcement knew of him. This might be somebody who struggles with substance abuse.
He sent her something on Facebook wanting to talk with her or chat with her. We had a come to Jesus meeting, and I was like, he's no good. She's like, well, there's always good in everyone, and everyone deserved that second chance.
The night that they are together, Ashley makes her way up to Grand Rapids, the Franklin address where Jared lived. They went to a local bar called Mulligan's. Surveillance footage we have of them together is from a place called the Pita House, which is right next door. There's a very, very brief clip of them through a doorway, and you can really see Ashley's boots because she was wearing very distinctive, almost knee-high black boots. We see Jared walking ahead of Ashley, and then 45 seconds later, she follows him, and then you can see them talking in the parking lot. And if you were to look at the video, look like any other young couple going out for a night on the town. And you wouldn't think that anything horrible was about to happen.
Hello, Jared. My name is Christine Young. I'm looking for my daughter.
I left him a voicemail that was not nice at all.
She was last with you. Is she with you? She needs to contact me. Tell her that I'm going to contact the police department to do a missing person.
Some people would say I threatened him, but that wasn't a threat. Those were promises. When he finally called me, he said Ashley lost her phone. She left it at the hookah lounge. She had to go get it. she was headed home. It was just lies. Everything he said was a lie.
Those inconsistencies really painted a picture of Jared, who he is, and his efforts to get Christine to look anywhere but where Ashley was.
He told me that Ashley was with Demetrius. I'm like, who is that? Let's play this game, see what happens. So when I called Demetrius, he was like, I don't know an Ashley. I've never met your daughter.
The very next thing that Jared is texting to his buddy is, and pardon my French, but he's basically saying, you just fucked me over. I'm fucked now, thanks.
He was supposed to tell me that Ashley was there and she had just left. He hadn't read the text that Jared had sent him. I called the state police Friday morning. It seems like it's all a blur at times. It's like time stopped on Friday morning. It stopped.
By Saturday, I'm like, we need to go. We need to go to Grand Rapids. We need to go to his house. We need to go find her car. Kalamazoo Police isn't doing anything, so we need to go do it.
It was really a grassroots effort at that point. It was her mom who was pushing this, trying to get answers through social media.
Jared's father was a police officer for 20 plus years. He knew that Ashley's mom was looking for Ashley because social media was abuzz.
James came into the police department with Jared, and he said, we need to talk to some detectives. The desk lieutenant came out to the front window to try to ascertain, why do you need to speak with the detectives? James said, well, they're trying to harass my son on Facebook. They're saying that he was the last one with this young lady that's missing. You'll want to talk to my son. You want to talk to him, but he needs an attorney. The lieutenant says, well, we don't have attorneys here. You have to get your own attorney, your own representation.
Jared's dad becomes visibly upset at the officer and is pointing at him and waving his arm.
He said something to the effect of, you're making a big mistake then, and he turned around and he and Jared walked out.
911 emergency. I've been having a real bad smell lately. I just went in the basement, opened the basement door, and there's a tarp and what looks like it could be blood leaking from it. And I want the police to come here ASAP right now and look at it.
The case really broke open with the neighbor.
My upstairs neighbor, he's been in the basement, and we live in an apartment, and the basement is normally locked.
Do you know where that tenant is that lives there?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you know what his name is?
His name Jared Chan.
Did you call? For the last couple of days, our apartment just had this real bad smell, you know what I'm saying? So I go in the basement to check the pipes, see if the sewage that flooded or something. Yeah. It's nothing, but it's a tarp at the end of the stairs that I stepped over. But when I come back, I'm shining my flashlight, and it looks like some blood is leaking from under. And I ain't gonna touch it, because I don't want to lift that motherfucker up and see none of that.
Mario went downstairs to look around, and that's when he saw the tarp, saw the stuff coming out of the tarp, and then hightailed it out of here. Did you happen to touch that tarp?
No,
okay.
no.
Did she touch the tarp?
No, she didn't even go down there. It was just me.
Okay.
Yep, right. But that's what I'm saying. When I was,
who's this Jared Chance guy?
That's the guy who lives upstairs.
He lives upstairs.
Yeah, this is Jared Chance. This him.
Okay.
When I arrived, started speaking with the neighbors and just getting a little bit of information, and they had stated that they thought Jared may have had something to do with it and that he was still upstairs at the apartment.
Can y'all check and see if he in the house? Because he do got a gun.
On Facebook, it's showing a picture of this missing person girl with the suspect. Is Ashley here?
Who is Ashley?
That's who's missing. We don't. That's who the girl is talking about. That's who that girl.
Well, we don't know that she's missing. We don't know.
Make sure she ain't under there.
Have you ever seen the person that they're talking about?
I seen her like a couple days ago when I went up there. Well, like he told me to come up there and smoke with him. So I just remember his white female, kind of chubby. Okay. You know, like she was a little
dark
chubby.
Hair.
Maybe like brunette, maybe like brownish red.
He had a girl over. She was kind of heavy set. Had a white sweater on, some black leggings, and some brownish colored boots. She seemed pleasant. Didn't seem to be in any distress.
Did he say how he knew her?
He said what I say. I was like, I you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you finna hit it because I ain't never seen her before.
Right.
He like, no, I'm just finna woo out. She's finna leave in a couple seconds because I got somebody else coming over.
Did you see her leave? Or did you?
No.
You left first.
Yeah, I left.
Did you ever see her leave?
Nope.
Did she come in that Focus?
Yep.
That was her car?
Yep.
About 2 days later, Jared came down and asked Mario, hey, the keys are locked in the ignition of this car, the Focus. Can you help me get the door open? You notice anything weird in the car?
Man, it was
normal?
messy. It was like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm a person, I try to mind my business, you know what I'm saying? So I try not to be all, you know, my girlfriend, she be, you know, out the window all the time.
Right, right.
So, like, I'd never, honestly, God, if it wasn't for her, I never would even, because, like, when he knock on the door, I don't even answer. I just let him, like, forget it, because he normally high off weed and Xanax, you know what I'm saying? I can't have a conversation with nobody like that.
So was that Ford Focus or deceased then, I imagine?
That's what I'm assuming.
He sent me a message a couple days ago, like, if somebody come looking for me, don't tell them I ain't here.
Okay. He said that to you?
Yeah, it text message.
A couple of days ago he said that?
Yeah.
The body cam footage depicts the officers going down into the basement. There's no lights. The officers are clearing it with their flashlights. And you see almost immediately a large canvas bag at the bottom of the stairs, and you can see clearly blood trails trickling out of that bag. One of the officers leans down. There's a little opening in the canvas bag.
You can see some skin there, so let's put everybody back out.
And so then the officers clear back up the stairs.
All we knew was that there was probably a human body inside.
I know you probably can't tell me, but is that...
It's a crime scene.
Yeah,
It's
all
a
right.
crime scene.
926, the neighbor next door is sheltering in place. Mario was our buddy here, and he never saw her.
When we pulled up, I thought there was an accident. And I get this text saying, please tell me that's not her. I texted back, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. He goes, the body. They found a body at his house, and it's a female. Some of her friends were there, and they came up and they hugged me and they go, I'm so sorry, and I'm like, it's not Ashley. It can't be Ashley.
I kept telling the lieutenant, there's one identifying piece that you will know if it's Ashley. Her eyes. No one else will have her eyes. And she said, we have no identifying parts.
I wanted to run to see if it was her, because I could have identified her. But if it was her, I just wanted to get to her. I just wanted to get to her.
Our special response team make their way up to Jared's apartment.
Police on the search warrant! Anybody in the second level, make yourself known! Hands on top of your head.
It appeared that he had been sleeping that evening.
On top of your head, man.
The apartment itself was in disarray. There were things strewn everywhere.
There was a very odd stain on the kitchen floor. It was a couple feet long, and there was like white powder all over the floor.
So we've recovered a torso in the basement. They've recovered female boots. And the most disturbing one of all is a brown box that you get from Amazon.
Ultimately, that is where her arms and her legs were located, not the hands, not the feet.
Obviously, right from the get-go, our primary suspect was Jared.
What's your name? What's your last name? Jared Chance?
Putting the seatbelt around you, all right?
Once Jared was taken into custody, he was brought down to the police department to an interview room.
Want me to take him off the cuffs? Or?
Yeah, you gonna be decent with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
The interview was pretty short. There was a little small talk in the beginning about when he came into the police department earlier that day.
We appreciate the fact that you came in earlier, and I'm sorry you got turned away.
Yeah, no, I just came in just because I read on Facebook that the last person this person was with was me, so I was just concerned and trying to get some information about it, but my dad just recommended me to just ask for the advice of attorney, and because I don't really know what the hell's going on, so I don't want to like sit here and talk about shit that may incriminate me or whatever in any kind of way, because I don't know what's going on. So I just don't want to say nothing right now.
He immediately asked for an attorney, so our questioning stopped after just a couple of minutes.
No other piercings anywhere? Here?
He wasn't giving us any indication of what happened, and we don't have a head, we don't have hands, and we don't have feet.
The coroner said he couldn't make a definite without the head.
So immediately there's a sense of urgency. We started by getting search warrants to get information from his credit card so that we could kind of retrace his steps.
Jared visited a local convenience store right down the road called Miss Tracy's. He is there multiple times over the next day and a half. Sometimes he's using cash, sometimes he's using a card. He's on video buying ammonia multiple times.
The video showed Jared walking across the street early in the morning, and he discarded some items into a trash bin in the front of the store, which looked like an orangish colored bag.
We went into the garbage bin. We located stuff like latex gloves, a pair of his pants, her purse, her ID. His pants had her blood on it. I think he even had his name tag sewn into the pants. So when you start looking at what he's buying at Miss Tracy's and then you look at his apartment, it becomes pretty evident that Ashley was murdered in the kitchen and then ultimately dragged 10-15 feet and put into the bathtub, and that's where he did the grisly job of dismembering her. Everybody has cell phones, so one of the first things the Detective Bureau is going to do is they're going to get those call records. And then we can start to figure out, okay, Jared was here, Jared went over there, and then, oh, hey, why is he going over to Holland? Oh, well, Mom and Dad live in Holland.
Once we realized his parents lived in Holland, we went back the next day with a search warrant.
Mr. and Mrs. Chance were home at the time, sitting on the back. They have like a 3-season porch on the back.
You know, the biggest piece of evidence that's located is a reciprocating saw that was underneath the couch in the living room. That's exactly the type of tool that you would use to cut through long bones. As gruesome as it is, you can clearly see there's flesh and there's hair stuck in that saw. And it's confirmed, indeed, through DNA, this is Ashley's remains.
We knew that James Chance had been a police officer for several years, and he then retired and moved to Holland. Then when we found the evidence that we found, we were convinced that he and his wife, and probably Conrad, the brother, had knowledge of what happened. We learned that there were several items carried out of Jared's apartment and placed into Mr. and Mrs. Chance's vehicle.
They're literally loading in the Amazon box with her arms and her legs into it. This nasty smelling, horrid mop and bucket filled with gloves and just, I can't imagine how horrible the stench was in that vehicle. And no rational human would be like, oh, I guess nothing's going on here.
They were driving all around town. They went to the police station, they went to Costco, and then they end up going back to Jared's house, dropping him off and giving him back this box of evidence.
They clearly become people that we want to talk to.
I will never forget this experience.
They were not cooperative with us whatsoever.
This is absolutely atrocious, what's being done to us. We didn't commit this crime. Our son committed the crime. We did not help him in the commission of that crime, and now we're being persecuted because of a system that's being used against us. And to me, it sounds almost like communism.
Sorry to make you wait here. I actually spent about an hour and a half with Mr. Chance, all right?
Is he doing okay?
He's fine.
If I had to label Barbara, she looked like someone who's just an absolute and utter shock.
The prosecutor's office has decided to charge you with perjury and I believe an accessory after the fact.
I'm so scared. I just don't know what to do. I want to be cooperative because I don't feel like I perjured myself, but at the same time, I don't know.
If you lie on a homicide, it's a life offense perjury. Once she's reminded of that, that's when she stated that when Jared was at her home, he came upstairs crying and saying there was an accident.
Can you tell me what he told you?
He said there was an accident. They had been drinking and they were playing with the gun and she got shot in the face.
Who was holding the gun when it just went off?
She was.
That's what he told you?
Yeah, because I said, did you kill her? He said, no, Mom, I would never kill anybody. I would never kill anybody. She was my friend.
Our theory was that Jared was playing around with the gun and shot Ashley.
He said she pointed a gun at herself and shot herself in the face, and he blew his mind, you know, and then he just didn't know what to do. And instead of sticking with her and calling 911 or whatever he needed to do to get her some type of first aid, he didn't do it. I mean, I'm throwing stuff in there, but he didn't do that. He panicked. He had this label on his head, you know, I'm a felon, this is gonna happen. But he couldn't think that straight, what you did is gonna, oh God, man. Mm-hmm. To me, that's atrocious.
So you asked him if he cut the body up and he indicated to you that he did?
Yeah.
Did he say what he did with the parts of the body?
Well, it sounded like he distributed them all over.
He said he drove around for a while and came back and then made the bad decision to try to protect, I guess, to get rid of the evidence.
Okay.
But I didn't know the details, how much. He told me about the hands and feet, and I didn't know about other parts.
Okay, so he told you the hands and the feet. You didn't know about the head, you say?
And then he told me about the head.
Jared's father had played the role of a doddering old man who couldn't remember.
We both know that woman didn't shoot herself, don't we?
I don't know. I really don't know that. I'm going by what he told me.
He told you more. I know he did. I know he told you more. And I know you're trying to be a dad and you're trying to protect.
No, I'm not being a dad, man. I will tell you what he told me if I can remember it and recall it.
But your memory's good because you remember that officer having white hair and a uniform shirt. Your memory's.
Remember that.
Tell me everything.
He said that and I'm gathering that they were fucking around with this damn gun. And, you know, and he said she took the gun and pointed at herself and it went off.
Okay, let me stop you. You just said he pointed, and then you stopped yourself.
No, I said that.
You did. You said he
I
pointed.
meant she.
I know, but you're making these slips.
And he pointed, he said...
He tried to make excuses as to why he misspoke, but it was very obvious that he had used the word he instead of she.
See, this is all interrogation stuff, and I'd like to make a statement to the fact that we're all victims here. I'm a victim of this too, and I'm offended that I've been charged with a felony because of the way the system is set up.
That anger that was on display at Grand Rapids Police Department on Sunday morning. Jared's father is yelling at the police officers saying, you're making a huge mistake here. Calculated to show Jared, here he is, he hasn't done anything wrong.
We now know in hindsight that at that exact moment when he's yelling at that officer, that Ashley Young's arms and limbs are parked outside the police station in the car.
Once they left the police department that day, according to Ms. Chance, they took the items from the back of the Honda, which she claims not to know what they were because she didn't want to know what they were, back to Jared's house.
Did you notice any smell in
I
there?
thought it was a smell,
Bad smell?
but I thought it was the mop.
You're in the medical field.
Right.
Did it smell like?
It smelled stinky.
Like possibly remnants of a body? I mean, is that,
Kind of like, well, kind of like, I don't know, like blood or like stinky. With that mop in there, it smelled stinky.
It was a family affair. His mom, his dad all played a role in the cover-up of this terrible crime.
29-year-old Jared Chance is accused of dismembering the body of Ashley Young. Police are still searching for parts of her body.
My name's Heather Walker. I'm a reporter with Wood TV8. Whenever someone was booked for a crime, I would request a jail internet visit. Sometimes I pick up the phone and they hang up, but Jared Chance stayed on the line and he continued to talk to me. You were friends with Ashley? She seemed like a lovely girl, a bright girl.
She was, yeah.
What went wrong? Were there drugs involved? Well, something went wrong because her body was found in pieces. I thought for a second, actually, he was gonna tell us some information about where her remains were or why he did it. What did you tell your parents about this? Your dad said he turned you into the police. Did he turn you into police?
I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm sorry, I can't do this. I'm sorry, Ashley Brown. I apologize, I can't do this right now.
After he hangs up the phone, he sits there as if he's really just thinking about everything that he did. At least acting like he wants to give information and then stepping back, saying, I know I don't want to incriminate myself.
He kept saying, I don't know what to say. I just don't know. Well, you know what? I think he didn't know what to say because his daddy wasn't there telling him what to say.
Trial for Jared Chance in the murder of dismemberment of a Kalamazoo woman got underway today. This comes after Chance passed on a plea deal yesterday that would have required him to explain what happened to 31-year-old Ashley Young.
I was furious because I didn't want to offer that piece of crap anything. And I didn't want to listen to him say crap like, oh, she did it, she committed suicide. No, that's bull.
The entire trial, every time he was in court, he was a absolute blank wall. He sat with zero emotion. It was very disturbing.
Counsel, go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Her death is labeled a homicide, but we did not have any evidence to support first-degree murder. So we couldn't prove with evidence that it was premeditated. So then that meant that we were going to be proceeding to trial under a theory of second-degree murder.
We have 260 exhibits. We have over 20 witnesses. There's a lot of stuff in here. There's brown cardboard box. Right beside that box is the pair of women's booth. And inside that box, wrapped up, are 2 arms and 2 legs. There are no hands, there are no feet.
It is horrible enough to take another individual's life, but then to cut through their flesh, cut through their spine to remove their head, to take off the lower legs and the ankles, to take off the feet. These are actions that no normal, sane human does.
The last witness that you'll hear from is our medical examiner. He will testify that whatever killed Ashley killed her from the neck up. There are no wounds on her torso, no wounds on her arms or her legs that would have caused her death. More than likely, blunt force trauma to the head, gunshot wound to the head. And at the end of this trial, I'm going to ask you folks to go back in the deliberation room bring your common sense with you. And I ask that you come back with a verdict of guilty on all counts.
Everyone wants justice for Ashley. Problem is that some people want vengeance, and vengeance makes people act hasty and not use reason. We conceded that he was going to be convicted of mutilation, okay? But just because somebody mutilates a corpse doesn't mean that they made the person a corpse. Your job is to think critically and to make the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Jared committed murder in the second degree. At the end of the day, this is how much evidence you're going to hear that Jared caused Miss Young's death. 0.
Counsel, are you ready with your first witness?
Yes, Your Honor, I am. First witness is Christine Young.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Christine is one of the strongest people that I've ever met. Forced to sit in a courtroom on multiple occasions with the person who murdered and dismembered her daughter. I don't know of too many people who would be able to do that.
Ms. Young, I know it's very difficult. Do you recognize the individual on exhibit number 1?
That's my daughter, Ashley.
What kind of person was Ashley?
Ashley was kind. She was loving. She was infectious. Everybody wanted to be around her. She was caring. She was giving. She would go without to help somebody else.
When she took the stand, I think she came across as heartbroken, but also angry.
Did you speak with Jared on the 30th?
Oh, yeah.
Tell the jury about the conversation you had with the defendant.
I left a voicemail.
Hello, Jared. My name is Christine Young. I'm looking for my daughter. She was last with you.
Did you recognize the voice in this?
Yes, it is mine.
After you left that voicemail for the defendant, were you able to speak with the defendant?
Several hours later.
Did you ask the defendant if he knew where Ashley was?
Yes,
And
I
what
did.
was his response?
He said she was going to pick up her phone and then she was going back to Kalamazoo, the city, because she had to work at third shift. She had to work third shift.
Did that make any sense to you?
Not at all,
Why is that?
because Ashley works first shift.
Conrad is Jared's brother. He's with Mom and Dad when they pick Jared up and they move a bunch of stuff to Holland, and he's with Jared and Mom and Dad when they come back to Grand Rapids to help him unload. He was very reluctant, as you can imagine, to say anything about his brother, but he told the jury of an incident that had occurred just days prior to Ashley being murdered.
That night when your brother and Ashley came home, the two of you were smoking weeds, did your brother take the gun out?
Yeah.
And Ashley's with you when the gun comes out?
Oh, yeah.
What did your brother do with the gun?
He pointed it at me and...
You're making a motion like you're pulling a trigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he pointed the gun at you and he pulled the trigger. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Did you see him check that gun to see if it was loaded before he pointed it at you?
No.
Made no effort to check if the gun was loaded, made no effort to check to see if the safety was engaged. He just picked this gun up and started clicking the trigger while pointing it at Conrad.
What was Ashley's reaction to this?
She said, "You're never supposed to do that." Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes, sir.
Without Mario Nelson, I don't think that we would have ever found out what happened. Jared would have gotten away with this.
And it looks like some blood is leaking from under.
Not only did Mario discover Ashley, but Mario was able to also give us some pretty critical evidence.
Do you remember a conversation you had with the defendants that involved him talking about killing someone?
Yeah.
A couple weeks prior, he had seen Jared with a .22 revolver, and that Jared was telling him that he could get away with a murder.
He told me his dad used to be in the Irish mob, that
He knows if he ever got into a situation that he knows how to clean up blood and things like that.
While you're watching the defendant handle this gun, how did you feel?
Uncomfortable to say the least. You know, it just made me nervous because I know what a gun is capable of, you know what I'm saying? And I know him, but I don't know what he's capable of.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is not an easy task that we have asked of you. Ashley Young died of homicide by unspecified means. I do not have to prove how he killed her. I don't have to prove that he shot her. I don't have to prove that he hit her in the head with a baseball bat or a hammer. What I have to prove is that he caused her death.
I stood before the jury holding this sawzall and I said, look at the person to your right and imagine that they suddenly die. If you had nothing to do with their death, would you take this and saw their head off? Would you take this and saw their arms off, and their legs, and their hands, and their feet? And then would you proceed to get rid of all of this evidence if you had nothing at all to do with her death? And nobody would.
As a professional lawyer looking at another professional trial lawyer, like, that was an awesome move. I didn't know he had it in him.
Ladies and gentlemen, find him guilty. That's what the evidence shows. Mr. Rhodes now.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a tough case. I mean, we sat through heaps of evidence that really, to quote Macbeth, are sight, sound, and fury signifying nothing.
The big problem the prosecution had was that they never recovered Ashley's head, her hands, or her feet. They couldn't tell us whether or not it was a suicide or a homicide. There was no evidence of an argument breaking out. There's video of those two together. They were just having a good time.
There was a lot of things presented, but the one question remains, did Jared Chance actually cause Ashley's death?
The jury has just begun their deliberations in the Jared Chance trial. He's the man accused of killing and dismembering a Kalamazoo woman last year.
They came back, I think it was a couple hours, but they took their time, they reviewed the evidence, and they did their due diligence.
Counsel, you want to stand with your client, please? We, the jury, in the above title cause, all 12 jurors being in agreement, find upon our oaths that the defendant, James Chance, is, under count 1, guilty of second-degree murder. Under count 2, guilty of tampering with evidence, guilty of mutilation of a dead body, guilty of the concealing of the death of an individual. He will be remanded without bond. Sentencing in this matter will be set for October 10th in this courtroom. Before we get into the sentencing, there were some objections with regards to the sentencing guidelines.
During sentencing, Ashley Young's mother showed up with her remains. She stood in front of the judge with the box of ashes while she said her piece.
This is what's left of my daughter. If I want a hug, I have to hug a box, close my eyes, and pretend that she is hugging me back.
Christine's statement to Jared during his sentencing was probably the most emotional thing I've ever witnessed in the courtroom.
Jared Chance, I hate you. I want to rip you limb from limb and discard you like trash, like what you did to Ashley. You do not deserve to breathe. Ashley was your friend, right? She was your friend. You chose to execute her. You chose to dismember her. You chose to scatter her remains.
This was Christine's only child. And to not know exactly where the rest of her daughter is, it was really hard to watch that.
You will never tell me where she is because you like to torment people. You like to hurt them. You enjoy it. I cry 7 days a week. 7! My mind never stops. Never! I am left with nothing but voicemails and videos that I play over and over just to hear her voice, just to hear her laugh. But we will not let her spirit die. She is always with us. The one thing you are never going to take from us is Ashley's spirit.
Thank you, ma'am, and I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Jared is an absolute psychopath. I think he killed her on purpose just to see, A, what it felt like, and B, could he get away with it?
You are clearly a monster without any conscience whatsoever, and you are someone who is a danger to society and should never be allowed free. Accordingly, it is the sentence of this court with regards to the second-degree murder that you be committed to the Michigan Department of Corrections to serve a minimum of 100 years to a maximum of 200 years. Yes. I am purposely doing this so that you will not be eligible for parole until you are at least 130 years old. This sentence is concluded. Take him to prison, please.
The mother ended up pleading guilty. Dad went to trial. A jury was hung on one count of perjury, and he was found guilty as being an accessory after the fact.
I feel like our friendship is special, and I feel like we're really getting to know each other. And I just feel super comfortable with you.
Ashley was such an amazing person. She was a friend. She was my daughter. She was a friend. My bond with Ashley will never be broken. Never.